Hello there. So today I thought I'd take you along a little home sanctuary and witchy altar tour. Pretty much any open and available space in my house is pretty much treated as an altar. I have a lot of magical tools everywhere and just a big part of my everyday practice. So we'll start with my fireplace mantle. I have a lot of crystals and other things, but I also got this little shoe at a burlesque movie or documentary premiere called the Nita and Zeta Project. I know it doesn't really fit with the theme of everything else here, but I love it. And I also have my cute little amethyst with Gandalf little thing. I got this at the Chicken Barn. It's this cute little antique store in Maine. And then my kid's dad, he passed away recently, so we have some of his ashes there. And then I guess this is our coffee table, but like I said, it's mostly like a big altar in the living room. It's where I start my morning practice. I also have a lot of books. I love to read and I love collecting books, so you'll pretty much see books everywhere as well. So like I said, this is a part of my morning practice. I have these witches runes that every morning I just kind of ask a question or set an intention, light some candles, and then pick my runes for the day. I also have this little set of witches stones, so I use those sometimes in my practice. My stepdaughter gave me this thing. It's called the Magic Study. She gave this to me for Yule, and it was a lot of fun putting together. It was challenging, but it was awesome, and it's probably where I would want to live if I could create my own space. And then we've got more crystals. I love crystals. I love gemstones. I use them in my practice, in my massage practice and healing practice. I sell them. And here are two of the goddesses that I work with. We've got the Buddhist goddess Tara, and then the Egyptian goddess Bastet, or Bast, and my little rose quartz ankh that I just put there next to Bastet, as well as this anointing oil. And I also work a lot with oils too. Just oils and crystals are part of my everyday practice. And then I've got my little Stevie Nicks candle. I love Stevie. And here are one of two crystal dragons that I have. This is my rose quartz dragon. I don't know if I named this one. I have Drogon upstairs. There's an amethyst that one of my good friends gave to me. And now we move on to another altar in my living area, which is the top of a bookcase. Of course, I have a lot of bookcases, bookshelves. There's mostly books in here, but I have some oracle cards and some tarot decks. I usually start out every morning with putting some essential oils in my fairy diffuser. Like I said, working with essential oils and herbs and crystals and gemstones are a big part of my practice. I also pull from my crystal healing deck in the morning. I've got my magic wand. This is one of a few. This one has a little rising phoenix on it. And my more stones in my axolotl dish, and it was too cute to resist. And I probably should have started here. This is actually right by our front door. And I set up a little altar. I made a protection potion, and I also have the evil eye up there. I think I show it. But I do a little spell with the little protection potion, and I refresh often. Yes, there it is. And now we are in my witch kitchen. I have some witchy tools and utensils, including these cute little wooden ones that I got off of Etsy, I think, one time. But I also have my apothecary here, which consists mostly of essential oils and lots of herbs and cookbooks. I like to make my own tea, so we've got herbs for spells and teas right here. This is my main meditation and ritual altar. It's the one I use probably most of my daily morning practice. I have this selenite athame that I use to cast a circle or to cut away anything that is no longer serving me. There's my Goddess of Self-Love ritual oil, which I made and I actually sell in my shop. If you're wondering about this little collage with me in the center, I did a priestess training years back, and she had us do I guess it's like a soul collage or spirit collage, but anyway, I loved it so much, it's just now part of my altar. And then we have also a bowl that I made. This is a prayer bowl that I made as part of another group ritual practice that we did, and it's just kind of stuck as part of my own personal practice. So this is my bedside altar, where we have Gaia, who is probably like one of the main goddesses that I connect with, since I am an earth-loving hippie witch. I've got my fairy statues, my chakra goddess, some more crystals and gemstones. I usually pull an oracle card or tarot card every day, or at least a couple. And there's one there. That's from my Green Witch deck, I believe. Yeah, and here's all my cards. So when I do my practice in the morning, I usually pick through from some of these. And then we have some more books and cards. And there's another one of my magic wands. This one has the rose quartz and a dragon on it. And here is another bookshelf / altar. I call this my goddess wall. I've got Sekhmet and Tara again, and Isis. A lot of these images I got from my priestess trainings. And then more goddess statues, Kuan Yin. I've also got Ganesha. And I've also got my other dragon. This is Drogon, who I adopted at, I think it was the Ren Fair. So there he is, right there. And then just more gemstones, and some, sacred geometry patterns that he used for crystal grids. Oh, and guess what? We have another bookcase / altar space. This one we have more crystals and more gemstones, and there's Saraswati, the Hindu goddess. And I also have the triple goddess statue here with the tree. So it's the maiden, mother, and crone. And here we have more books and my Daenerys Stormborn pop because I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. And this wraps up my Witchy Sanctuary and Altar Tour. Thanks for joining me.